Here it is. Show you on the other side. Id.4 GTX. You can only see it here. What tires are this? R20. Woohoo! And of course here. Beautiful car. This red is amazing, I have to say. It's a really amazing car. I checked if the charging speed is higher, and it's not 127, 126, so the normal ID4. No change in that. And we'll drive it back to the dealer. It's 20-30 kilometers. We go on the highway, do the top speed, do full acceleration, show you the regen. I drove it here already. I drove it down from 36%. I'm running from England. I drove it down from 36 to 15. And then we bring it back to the car deal, because this is not a press car. I'm just have this for an hour or so, 1.5 hours. That's it. I will charge to 50%. I'm at 28 because I got it with 36, and I will charge a bit more as a thank you. Inside it looks exactly the same. There's no difference. Exact same car. Same thing down here. I would want this for my ID3. Nice color. What efficiency are you getting? Well, I only drove 30 kilometers and always full acceleration, always full top speed on the highway when I could. So it's very high. I think 300 something. Oh, I forgot you. I have to take that off. That's true. Oh. Inside is the same. It's the same software as normal ID4. There's no newer software on here. Sorry, I forgot this. I have to take that off. No? Why not going off? Wait, I have to put you away for a second. Oh, just a sec. Take that off. There we go. Whew. Yeah, what nice, the sport seats, but I had that in the ID4, in my ID4, my press car as well. There's no change, difference. What's different is those red stitching. This is blue, that's different. It says GTX on a few spots. Stitching here in red, and the red GTX here. But other than that, it's the same software. I need air conditioning. It's warm. Cool me down. Oh, with air care. I want air care to clean the air. I always loved that. Where was I here? Good consumption because I was driving fast. In the long term, it must be. Ooh, he's driving good too. But important is the, come on, just go down. Settings, system information. It's the same software as my ID3. There's no update up here. I was hoping for that, but no, nothing here. And I would, like I said, charge to 50%, and then we go together back to the dealer, like 20 minutes, around 20 minutes. Key is the same, no change in that. I did full acceleration, but I have to measure it at home. Is the GTX a performance-oriented car? Driving wise, it doesn't feel any different than the normal ID4. What I noticed, the regen is not that much different. The power is of course more, and the top speed is higher, 180. But at 180, it's not as nice and stable and comfy as at 160. So I wouldn't go 180. It's not horrible at 180, but again, I would prefer 160. Yeah, still the pause button that they said that's only for the first edition ID3, but now they use it in every car. Not happy. Yeah, it's the exact same car. It feels extremely similar, just more power. And in mode, there's a traction mode. No, come on. Have to be on. Now we have a traction mode. DCC max all-wheel look, steering comfort, drive, max all-wheel drive utilization. Sport of, and this I never noticed. Maybe it's in my ID3 too, but I never did that before. That there's a different thing, but we'll drive in sport. Yeah, steering in sport. No, that was the that was the BMW that drove there. That's different. But we drive in sport. See how that is. What was the question? Didn't see it. Can your notification stop disturbing me working, please? I'm so sorry. But how is the power? Is it now adequate for the weight? Yes, it is. So the power in here, we have 210 kilowatts, so 300 horsepower. This is how the normal ID.4 should be, but this is not the sport version. So this is the power that it should have. All-wheel drive and or improved acceleration. Yes, it is more acceleration. It feels better. The interface also seems smoother than US ID.4 Pro S I test drove. No, it's even a bit slower than my ID.3, I think. Maybe it has it takes a bit when you turn it on. It's the same. So GTX is how ID.4 should be. Yes, exactly. This is how it should be. I put you here as always, and you get the good microphone, and then we drive it back to the dealer. Oopsala, sorry. And sorry, microphone. It's not, but the microphone is just better. Whew, it's warm, 27 degrees. Cool it down. No eco, cool the car down. Oh, maybe I should put it in auto. Look at me. Never put stuff in. Why is it less than? It's better. Okay, where are we? 43%. And I tested the charging. It's also. Is it like ID.3 in acceleration? No, it's better. Go for Steve! Steve-Old! No, it's better than the ID.3. Better acceleration. It feels better accelerating. It feels not as agile as the ID.3 because it's still a big heavy car. It has voice controls too for climate, as you're probably aware. Yes, but why would I do that where half of the time it doesn't uh, know what I mean when I just can press here a button and I'm not driving high and like. Default. Yeah. But like I said, charging to 50% and then we go back to the dealer. It's 20 minutes on the highway. We do top speed, full acceleration, stop, full regen, so you can hear a bit. And the motor, because there's a motor now in front, you can hear the motor way more. ID.3, ID.4 rear wheel drive, you barely hear the motor because it's back here and there's seats in between and everything, and you can barely hear it. And here you can hear it a bit because the motor is right there. So there's a bit of a whiny noise when you drive at a certain speed. I ended up ordering a BMW i3 instead, but I quite like the ID.4, just slightly lacking in performance and cool factor. Do you mean iX3 or i3? Because that's the totally different cars. That's interesting that you would select those two. Oh, GTX has more power. That's true. It feels better. It's the same seats than I had in the ID.4 press car that I had 2 weeks ago, so they're awesome. I love those seats, especially the headrest. They're so close to my head. In the ID.3, I have to do this to touch the headrest here. They're right there. I loved it. 48%. iX3S, one of the final produced for the North American market. Cool. You get the last one. That's cool. Where did I put the card? Yeah, to put my WeCharge card away. Let's bring it back. Yeah, and tomorrow all day is BMW iX3. I'm on holidays, and I want to do all the videos with the iX3 tomorrow. Then have an off weekend. I have the weekend off, and then on Monday, even though I still have the BMW, the Fiat 500e will come. They didn't call yet. Yeah, the delivery companies for the press cars, not so good. Some are okay, but and he's parking right in front of the charger when there's 2,000 parking spots. Yeah, where's the 50 kilowatt charger? It's still 2.1 software. 50%, let's go. It doesn't feel that cold. I need it colder. It's weird. Let's go. So, let's go. Online mode. Yeah, I'm in sport mode. It's the same car. 51% even. Oh my god. Maybe you can hear it, that it's a bit louder. Did I climb it off? I can hear the motor more than in the Id.4 Id.3. But I need air conditioning. Whew, it's warm. Yeah, what I can say for an all-wheel drive, you've test driven a lot of electric vehicles we don't have in America yet. I'm so sorry. It's true. What I can say is that regen is not strong. But let's go. Take my lane assist off. Yeah, the motor is louder, definitely. It is better in here. I have 130 for 2-3 kilometers, and then it's top speed time. Let's do cruise control. It's the same noise level in here. I don't feel that the suspension is more sporty at all. I'm in sport mode and everything is in sport. Welcome back, Chris from Tasmania. That's so cool. I have no idea when the GTX is available in the UK. I'm sorry. I thought that is already done. You should have it already. No? It drives the same way, even in sport mode. In sport mode, the steering wheel is, of course, you need more force to change, but it's also more stable. It feels good. Loudness is the same. Suspension, I don't know if they changed anything. I don't notice anything. Braking power is a bit more, but it could be just a configuration change, not a hardware change. I don't know that. But we'll see. I show you top speed. There we have it. That's 140, 150, 160, 170, and 180, and it stops at 184. Now, that's top speed. In sport mode, it's a tiny bit too fast for this, because I notice that at 100 and the chassis is in sport mode, I have to use two hands on the steering wheel. At 160, I don't have to do that on Id.3, Id.4 when it's straight, of course, in a corner. But 180 you can drive in this car, but I don't know if there's a need. Right now I have a consumption of 650, 600, 500, around that, but it's a bit uphill, downhill. It's still comfy. It's a bit jumpy, just a tiny bit, not too much. I have to brake a bit. Oh, you have to brake more. going on? Yes, it's not a big difference, but there is a difference. This is more power, especially it comes in better. So when I floor it, stand still, it's okay, it's right there. Not like the Ioniq 5 where it's the second of delay. Why would you let me buy? He's right. With his Nissan NV 200, 400, what is it? But not electric. 140 we drive right now. Let's do acceleration. Ow, that was a stone. 160 was that, but again, weirdos in front of me not going away. That's too many trucks. People are not going away. Let's slow it down a bit and then do full acceleration. Let's do it from 100. Okay, that's 100 and full. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. And then it slows down, power goes down. I have a power limit. Maybe because I was accelerating too much, but I have a power limit a tiny bit. Even though I'm at 50%. Huh. I guess we overdid it. Acceleration all the time. And the way here it was less traffic. I could drive to 180. Better. In full regen I get minus 60 and a 70 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. Yeah, I don't think it's more regen. I'm a bit disappointed. The power is good and this is how it should be. 180 is nice if you need it. Overall, this is I think it's a better car than a normal Id.4. I would prefer that. And have better traction in the winter. Yeah, you should get this car. I said it. Not too much a different look than the Id.4, the normal one. It's too bad I can't show you more acceleration, but you saw the top speed for a second. That's okay. Yeah, of course I made a video on the way here, driving, looking at the car. Yeah, that's over. Now I have a speed limit. Are you tempted to change your Id.3 for this car? No, I'm not. No. Id.3 is still my king, and the main thing is the space. I don't need the space of the Id.4. I'm still waiting, and I'm hoping that at some point Volkswagen decide to make an all-wheel drive, same power as this, or even more, Id.3. So the IDX, that prototype that has 230 kilowatt, I think, or 240 even. I mean, I still think they should go with 300 kilowatts, so the 150 kilowatt motor in front and in the rear. I would like that. You can do that, that's fine. He was apologizing that he drove in. It's okay. No stress, man. Let's go back into comfort mode. Yeah, I still don't know that. Do I have that in my Id.3 as well? When you change that I can have an ambient light or a control, that when I change drive modes that the controls get a different color? I don't want that, but do I have that? I mean, I want it always in the same color, and I want somewhere an S, C, and E that shows me in what mode I am. Bring it back, almost there, 10 minutes. Not even. I have to see. Is it in here? Ew, I have to go off. Poking. Yeah, but where? Huh. I still think I know where it is. You know, it was just there, but I drove the wrong way by mistake. Yeah, there's nowhere here that I can pass because it's so busy. It's a very busy road here. Always has been. And it's 80 anyways. And it's too many cars. I mean, look at that. There are like 15 cars in front of me. Bring it back and go home. That was my test. Are there any questions? Anything you wanted to know or see? I mean, I showed everything. It's the same as the normal ID.4. Inside, outside, just with a tiny different design, but really tiny. Same software, just all-wheel drive. And you can do this. Let's drive a bit slower. 80 and... Yeah, in comfort, turning circle, is it affected by the front hardware? Yes, it is. The normal ID.4 has 11.2, I think. Or 10 points? I don't know, it's a meter more. Yes, it's affected. Totally is. But I noticed that when I floor it here, it takes a second till I have full power. In sport mode, it's right there. But if turning circle is a major point for you, and that makes sense when you have a motor in the front, it's just a bigger turning circle. To 80. This is adequate power for this car. Doesn't feel slow anymore, but it's not sporty, and that's okay. Just Volkswagen does it in a different way. How they design their cars. So they think that the ID.4 is already inadequate power and GTX is sporty, but no, it's the other way around. I set all my stuff back to English. To German, because it was in English. Settings. Language. Deutsch. Back to normal. What are you doing? Oh, is the car not working? Cayenne? I'm just parking there. Yeah, and we go back. I should go out here, but I don't know where it is then. Navigation. I hate that 3D thing. I know that I should go out here, but I went out the other way the other time. The full acceleration on my normal video. Will you another press embargo is lifted again for more testing and better weather? I should have gotten the Ioniq 5 rear-wheel drive big battery 4 weeks ago, but first he didn't get the car, so it was again Autosangl in Landsberg am Lech. Then he tested something. He tested the vehicle to load, which the car that he had that I should get doesn't support, and it broke something. And to this day, 3 weeks later, it's not repaired. The car is still not functional. That's why this Sunday I still cannot do the Ioniq 5 rear-wheel drive full range test at 90 and 130. I asked him if at some point there's a different car. I have to go here on the left. This is the car dealer, and he has an ID.3 and an ID.4 there as well. Yeah, this is adequate power. This is good stuff. And the color is nice. This red has a bit of a carbon look. It's not, but region is weak. Why is vehicle to load not failsafe? No, the car that he had, the rear wheel drive, not unique package, doesn't support vehicle to load. So it doesn't work. And he still tried it, and that broke something. He shouldn't have tried it, but he wanted to know if he can still use it, even if it's not supported. Yeah, now he knows. Ooh, there was a Twingo electric. My wife loves it. I don't. Oh man. The fan is doing something. I'll be patient. I'm looking forward to your full testing. Well, I'm still. I haven't heard back from Hyundai for a press car, and I don't think they like me anymore because I sent them an email about the test I did with the Ioniq 5 and said, hey, can I have an Ioniq 5 now? And they didn't reply. So I have to go in there and let's do. Whee! Yes, that's the stuff. I should have gone in. I could have had time. Cool, yes. And they have I have two ID3s here. Look, there's an ID4 here on the left, an ID3 parked there, from the here, and here in front another two ID4, ID3, and here on the left is my ID3. And we'll park here. Should be okay, right? And that's it. Bring it back. How far are we away? He said he wanted to be close. So there's more shade. That's it. Okay. That's it for me. I will go get the car back and then drive home. And tomorrow is a BMW iX3 test day. Very likely the whole day. Bye. With a live stream, of course.